Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have our third round cup tie against Arezzo at home, and we follow it up with a very tough game in the league against relegated Cosenza. We're also looking at doing a little bit of transfer business. We do still have plenty in the way of budgets at the moment, and it's a bit of a cheeky signing, really. Stefan El Shaarawy is available on a free transfer, and it came up in my scout reports that he might be available. Former Italy international, 29 caps and 6 goals for the senior side. He's not great physically anymore, if truth be told, but his mental attributes and his technical attributes are absolutely outstanding. And he could play a very vital part. Yes, he's largely a winger, but he can play in behind or up front. And to be quite honest, he'd be arguably one of the best strikers at the club and definitely the best attacking midfielder at the club. So I think signing him on a free transfer could be a very, very good one for us. If you look at his previous history as well, I mean, he actually played he didn't play last season for Roma, but the season before he played 18 games in Serie A, so he's not played a lot of football recently, but he has been training with the Serie A club last year, so you know it's a bit of a strange one, if truth be told. But I mean, 18 substitute appearances it was, in fact, for Roma that year. And yes, he's not scored many goals, but largely a lot of his appearances, like I say, have been substitute appearances. But I think it could be an interesting one if we do manage to bring him in. So it was just an extra signing potentially. So hopefully we can actually manage to do something with him. It would be a very good statement signing, I think, especially for the running going through the campaign. And obviously with Burdick injured for a little bit of time, I think it was. He's out for 4 to 7 weeks. Huisman, sorry, is out for 2 to 6 weeks as well. And Friedrich is also out for a week and 2 weeks. So I think it'd be a good player to bring in. If we can get him in, great stuff. If he doesn't sign, he doesn't sign. We are going to rotate a little bit for this game against Arezzo. We have got that game against Cosenza, like I say, coming up. So we've got to play it a little bit carefully. Again, we've made progress in the cup. We did first round first season, second round second season, third round now this season. And we've got potential to get through again. If we can maintain doing what we're doing, it's all the better. We're currently 2 points clear at the top of the league as well. And unfortunately, we drew 0-0 in our home game against Potenza last time out. So if we would have managed to win that game, obviously we'd have had a little bit of a gap at the top of the table, which would have been nice. But, it is what it is. We're still top of the league and we're playing some very good football and grinding out results at the same time. As you can see, just the 8 fixtures in the Serie C Cup now. So we're starting to get a little bit more toward the business end. Atalanta under 23s are probably the favourites, arguably, because for the cup competitions they can field over 23 players as well in relation to age. So the senior side will filter players through to the under 23 side, just for fitness, basically. So they could be ones to watch. Paulo da Silva doing quite well down that left side, finds Sinters, and now Paulo da Silva into Nonjboende, and now Shalanda Kabonga, who's in loads of space, finds Mohamed Besic, tries to get the pass off again to Paulo da Silva. We're just tippy-tapping about at the moment, and Pericolini doing well to make the challenge, and we just dawdled a little bit really there, and all of a sudden, Arezzo and the team finding the space now. I was hoping we'd be able to get a shooting opportunity, but it's Zona coming down this left-hand side now for Arezzo, plays it inside, and almost a foul on Bianchi there. But it's back with Zona. Now Verdini, and the strike is just over the crossbar. It just skimmed the top of the net there. But again, we've got to be a little bit careful, and we've got to make sure that we create the opportunities to get a strike away um, when we get into those final third positions, that is for sure. Silvestri into Paulo da Silva. Again, just playing it a little bit patiently. We do need to find that killer pass eventually, though. Nonjboende just about getting it to Camden. He did well to get to that, to be fair, Camden. It was a poor pass from Nonjboende. He's managed to get it back again, and now Crespi holding on to it, back to Besic. And now Dahan getting into the penalty here, and again, that last-minute challenge, this time from Zona. The keeper clears. Besic wins the header. Crespi nods it on, and Camden is there, and that is a terrible effort from Camden. Trombini not forced into even making a save there. It went flying over the crossbar, and it remains 0-0. Incidentally, there's a A few other games going on, as we are well aware. Avellino have just equalised against Atalanta. Cittadella have taken lead against Ferral Pisalo. Gubbio have taken lead against Albinalef. And Brescia, former Serie A club, they've taken lead against Lecce. And Rimini are ahead in their game as well. But in ours, a bit disappointing if truth be told. Yes, we've rotated. Um, but Arezzo have arguably been the better side so far. We need to pick it up. We've had a lot more of the ball, which does tend to be a bit of a standard in our games at the moment. But we are just lacking a little bit of creativity in the side here, and got a couple of injury concerns here as well. So we are going to have to make a couple of changes. We're going to get Tavares on in that attacking midfield. Besic can come off as well for Albarracin, who's been such a key player for us. He's been a really good player for us. Paulo da Silva's on a yellow card. I don't really want to risk him. So we'll get Grimeland on in there as well. And Crespi's having not the best game again. He's really struggling to get any consistency to his game. He's not really got into any kind of goal-scoring form either. It is a bit of a concern because even with a backup striker, you need one that's going to be going out there and scoring the goals. Ravaglioli is actually going to come on in behind. Oh, he's a three-star attacking midfielder. I didn't know that. That is going to be an interesting one. So he's going to come in behind Crespi with Tavares in there as well. And in relation to fitness, we're not looking too bad for the rest of the team with 15 minutes to go, and we still haven't had a shot on target. I'm going to drop some encouragement to the team for these last 10 minutes. Hopefully, we can be a little bit more creative as the game goes on. But again, yet to have a shot on target. Grimeland here with a corner. He has been very good from his set pieces, to be fair, this season for the most part. Whips it into that near post, and again we failed to win the header. Silvestri though into Ravaglioli, and it's off the crossbar, and we just miss out there for a late potential winner. Silvestri back to Grimeland though. The highlight is continuing, so the chance could still be on. Grimeland swings it in. Ravaglioli there at the far post, and Trombini making the save. Very unlucky from our point of view, but we finally had some attempts at goal on target. Overall, we've certainly been the better side, but we've just lacked it a little bit. And hopefully we can go out there and finish the tie off. I think we can actually make two substitutions now. We can. So, I mean, I'm looking at the fitness in that midfield. I mean, the defence isn't looking too great either at the moment, but I'm also thinking on penalty kicks as well. Um, I mean, to be fair, I don't think any of the players that we've got on the bench are particularly good penalty takers. So, um, we'll get Tony Aranz on for Xavi Sintes just to get, again, a little bit more energy in that midfield. And we'll get Carstens on as well. I think his strength could potentially help us going forward as well. And we'll move Tepsic into the midfield, I think, and do it that way. And Carstens hopefully can provide a highlight moment from a set piece. Here is Grimeland with a free kick, plays it into Carstens, who hadn't quite got into the penalty area, but now it's Tavares, and Grimeland's in space, goes into the penalty area. There's the goal we were after. Elias Grimeland again proving his worth in this side. It's his second goal of the season from left back. It's a really good finish, and it's a very important goal in this potential cup run as well. And Carstens into Tavares with the assist. I mean, Grimeland there was just nobody near him. The defenders just completely switched off. Whether they're running out of energy a bit or what, I'm not sure. But we are ahead, and that's the most important thing. And we could be heading into the next round of the Cup as Trombini here with a goal kick, launches it forward. Good header from Tepsic, but Virgilio gets there. Aranz intercepts. Ravaglioli now into Tavares. Good touch from him to get it to Grimeland. Just calm it down a little bit, lays it back to Silvestri. And again, our back four have been struggling a bit for fitness. Kabongo and Silvestri both really out on their feet, as is Tepsic in the midfield. And Crespi's not having, I mean, Crespi's been so quiet, I forgot he was actually playing, in all honesty. Carstens into Shalanda Kabongo. And now Aranz plays it into Ravaglioli, and that's a good block by the defender. A vital block, in fact. But we're in the ascendancy here, going into the second half of extra time. Hopefully it will continue. Grimeland, though, here with a corner. Certainly got the options there at the near post, and in it goes, and we couldn't quite win the header, but it remains 1-0, and we go into the second half of extra time here, hoping we can just confirm this result. Rimini still at 1-1 in their game as well. Here is Grimeland into Tepsic. Just holds on to it. And again, nice patient play, just keeping it calm. Silvestri laying it out to Grimeland again on that left-hand side. Now Aranz. That's a great pass, and Crespi is there. And what a save from Trombini. What a fantastic bit of goalkeeping that was. Crespi did really well to connect to the strike, really. And Grimeland again with the resulting corner. I think it could be the one thing that we're actually just missing from this squad at the moment, and that's a proper set-piece taker. Grimeland is taking all the set pieces, largely because we've not really got anyone better. And again, here's Sidney Tavares. Big opportunity here with a free kick. He scored a belter earlier in the campaign. Can he secure our passage into the next round of the Cup? The keeper's very central position. Tavares with the strike, and it's just over. Trabini didn't even move there. Really, really good chance. But it remains 1-0. And there it is. The full-time whistle goes. We managed to get the winning extra time thanks to our left-back. Once again, Elias Grimeland proving just how valuable he is to this squad. And that is a great result. And Viz Passaro, 2 goals very late on in extra time for them to knock out Rimini, who I'm pretty sure they were in Serie A once upon a time. Taranto also won 2-0 against Pescara. So Triestina, they won 3-0 away against Latina. And again, Triestina, once upon a time, were also in Serie A. So there's some big teams still in this. Atalanta under 23's won on penalties. That's a really close game, that one, isn't it? And not bad at all. We continue our run in the cup, and we are into the quarter final. I'm not entirely sure whether the draw's already been made for that or not. I don't think it has. But the actual quarter final is very, very close. We'll probably end up giving that one a miss if truth be told, because we're starting to build up a little bit in the way of fixtures. And otherwise, we'll be coming back a little bit too soon. Big game away against Cosenza's next up, though. So just bear with me. We'll come back for that league game, and hopefully we can continue this great run that we've got. If we can get a win against them, I think it will certainly prove just how serious we are about these title credentials. Okay then, guys, here we go for that league game away against Cosenza. Catania beat Avellino in the Saturday evening fixture. So if we win today, we do go back to the top of the league, 2 points ahead of Catania. But most importantly, we open up a much bigger gap to Avellino. It'd be an 8-point gap to the third place side. So, big opportunity here today. And arguably, if we do win this today, it would also push Cosenza potentially out of the title race at this early stage of the season. We've re-rotated again. We've completely put in our strongest lineup again now. Brazil in goal, Grimeland, Silvestri, Carstens and Apaya are at the back. Aranz, Albarracin and Tavares in the midfield three with Dahan, Candon and Ravaglioli as the front three. Burdick is still missing. He is injured. Boende is struggling for fitness. Frederick and Besic and Parmigiani all take their place on the bench as well, despite not being fully fit. So we go into this hoping we can get another good result. And with the way the form has been, we've got every opportunity here. So let's get into it. And again, hopefully we can find ourselves a really good result against the side that, of course, yes, they got relegated, but they were in Serie B last year and they have won 3 of their last 5 league games. So let's get into it and see how we get on. Latina have taken an early lead against Foggia, I just noticed there. Cosenza with a free kick. It's not really in a dangerous area, but with the way it develops, it could well end up being. Carlo here launching it in, and Hergeligu plays it back to Kalu, who's free in the edge of the area, gets the strike away, it's taken a huge deflection. It's his second goal of the season. Brazil beaten by the deflection. Really, 9 minutes in, and we find ourselves behind here away at Cosenza. Not ideal. especially like I said before, considering Catania did win the Saturday evening game, and they've had a couple of attempts at goal now, and we've not had any. So I'm gonna just drop a bit of encouragement, and hopefully we can find a way of getting back into this game. Tavares just holding on to it, finding Silvestri now. Albarracin plays it into Ravaglioli. Back to Apaya. That's a great pass, and Ravaglioli with the equaliser. What a pass that is from Apaya. And, oh, you are joking. Offside? That must have been really, really tight. I thought he was onside there. That was a really well-worked goal. I think we're very unlucky there, to be honest. And as it stands, we've just had our first proper attempt at goal as well. And again, we're going to drop some encouragement to the side. We need to get back into this game. Even a draw gets us level on points. We won't go ahead of Catania, but we will go level with them. Albarracin looking to latch onto that clearance, and he does well to get there. Into Kanda, now Ravaglioli. It's heavily against us at the moment, this move, in terms of player numbers, but Dahan has managed to get in behind Papini, lays it to the edge of the area for Cindy Tavares, and it's just wide again, off target. Really good effort though. And I mean, Cosenza do deserve to be ahead. They've had a lot more opportunities, and we are just struggling to find a bit of a foothold in this game. But we need to get back into it. We don't go behind very often, but last time we went behind, we ended up losing. So we need to really focus in here. Again, we'll drop some encouragement, and hopefully we can get onto it a bit more. Dennis Apaya into Aranz. Now Silvestri. Back to Apaya. Just holds on to it. Starting to come down this right-hand side. That's a really good run from him. Plays it in. Camden is there. And there is the equaliser. It's a good delivery from Apaya. And it's a good finish from Camden. Obviously, we still don't know what's happening with Camden going into toward the end of the season either. So if we do end up signing El Sharawi, obviously we've already got a replacement there. Yes, he's 33 years of age, but his experience at international level could prove vital. And that is a really good equaliser from Camden. I really do hope we can keep him next year, but we'll have to see how things go. Straight from the equaliser, Callo with a corner here, and it's poor from Brazil. He went charging out to try and win it, and Massimo Zilli has won the header, and it's the first highlight we've seen from Cosenza for quite some time, and it's ended up as a goal, and we find ourselves behind instantly after getting back into the game. Again, we'll have to drop some encouragement, but I fear that this could be our second defeat of the campaign. We've not played particularly well today. Varmadam has just come on as well. He was a player that I was trying to sign as well in the summer. Again, we'll drop some more encouragement. We're struggling again for fitness though. And the build-up of games because of this cup run isn't ideal at all. Look at all the players that are struggling here. And unfortunately, we still haven't got a strong enough squad either. Truth be told, Ravaglioli can drop back into that midfield. Crespi can come on. Nonjbo is going to have to come on. We'll get him on for Albarracin just because he's on that yellow card. Shalanda Kabongo can come on for Apaya. Paulo da Silva can come on for Grimeland. And Aranz is going to come off for Sintez as well. It's probably the best we can do. We'll have to make all the changes though because we really are struggling for fitness and we need that energy in the side as Florenzi finds Panico. We need to hold on. And Brazil just about managing to tip that one over. And unfortunately, all the changes are coming now from from the opposition corner. But again, we've not deserved anything today. Cosenza have vastly outplayed us. Again, we'll drop a bit of encouragement just before the end of the game. But we've deserved to be beaten today. And we've finished the episode in second in the league, which is first time for a little while. But we didn't deserve anything from that game. Cosenza completely outplayed us. And it keeps everything really tight. We're actually still 5 points clear of the chasing pack. Casatana, Latina, Avellino, and a further point to Cosenza. So ourselves and Catania are breaking away a little bit, but we're starting to drop the odd points here, and it's a little bit of a concern. That's 2 league games without a win, because we drew 0-0 at home against Potenza. Technically, we drew 0-0 against Arezzo as well. But again, the cup games not attracting any interest whatsoever at the moment. We're proving tough to beat, that is for sure. But 1 minute after we equalised, we went and conceded. So it's not really a good omen, is it? But I mean, we lost against Latina 2-1 as well earlier in the campaign. We've had a really good run since then, in all honesty. We've had, what, 9 games unbeaten? And unfortunately, we've ended up losing again. The next 4 games are going to be pretty difficult. We've got Gubbio at home in the cup, by the way. Um, so we'll probably get through those 4 games. We might have a cup semi-final coming up soon as well. But we're looking at Taranto and Pacerno at the start of January. Although saying that, that is the transfer window, isn't it? I can't imagine we'll do too much, but we might jump it straight through. It's a lot of games to get through that, though, isn't it? Uh, I'll tell you what, we'll just miss the 2 games. We'll miss Albia and Gubbio in the cup. We'll come back for Torres and Campobasso at the end of December, and then we'll miss January out, and then we can have a transfer roundup for Serignola and Avellino. 2 tough away games, but hopefully, again, we can just pick up on our form where we left off before today. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.